What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Jang's08 YouTube video. Now today I'm just going to get straight into it, no mucking around. 2K released the 2K26 courtside report for gameplay. Now they did show a little bit of actual gameplay, but I'm not going to dive into that. As always, I'm going to be a little bit late on all the news that comes out. I'm not going to be up to date, but I'm going to go through a little bit of it anyway. I'm just going to skim the surface. Then we're going to go through Mike Wang's Twitter and have a really good look at what he's been talking about, because he's been saying a lot. So I'm just going to scroll through this. We're not going to play the video because there's some copyright music and stuff like that. We're just going to go through, have a quick little look at things like this that you guys can see. So this is Cooper Flag dunking it. I mean, the graphics look weird to me. I mean, obviously this here, the one that we're watching here, is very blurry, motiony. The camera's moving, the player's moving. It's not very good, but it's just like an action shot. But just take a look at the player's overall body size. That's one thing that sort of stuck out to me. They all look skinnier. They all look really, really skinny, like sick. But we're just sort of having a look. So Pro Play Motion Engine. We're just going to skim over it real quick. It's basically new machine learning technology in NBA2K26 and Gen 9 offers more precise like movements. Basically what they're talking about is that there's going to be dynamic lower body pose matching adjusts adjusts the exact position of the player's legs and feet on the fly to remove the skating. So you know when you're running around, sometimes you feel like you guys on skates with screens or whatever. It's been in 2K forever. They're saying they've got that out of it. I don't believe it, and as everything I talk about in this, we're going to take with a grain of salt, because you always know with 2K they can change like that. And it is also how do I put it, it's also how they implement the thing, how they execute, I should say. They might implement something really cool, but they execute it poorly, and that's been a thing that's happened in 2K for a long time. I would say 5, 6 years, maybe 7 years. But basically, yeah, they're saying they're making it look better than ever. They changed the rhythm shooting a little bit. Like, we're not going to go too deep into it. Basically, if you pull down and push up real quick with your rhythm shooting, if you do it real quick, your guy will catch and shoot real quick. I think your green window will be smaller. If you do it slow, you'll do it slower. If you do it at the right time, it'll be the right time. Where now, I guess the way I kind of think about it when I've read through some of the stuff is it's more you're timing your entire shot, okay, the up, the release. You're not beholden to the animation where you have to move it like this to get a good shot. Obviously there's going to be a green release, a static green release, but static, but it's basically going to be what I think it's going to be is like, if you do it quicker, your green window will be smaller. But if you do it right, like normal speed, it'll be bigger. If you do it slower, defense will close out, it'll be smaller again. So there'll be a good spot that you got to hit, but you should be able to green anything. I think if you can time it well, you should be able to do it well. But anyway, I'm not going to read through it all. Yeah, like they said here, green or miss shot timing, which I think will be good. Signature go-to post moves. Once again, it's a motiony camera moving. It's not static. Like what we're watching here isn't static. We can't really get a good view on it. But like, once again, look at the player models. The players look the same size all the way across the board. Their bodies, their arms. There's no doubt. I mean, it's Jokic and that, but you know, there's no big definition of muscles, and maybe there's not meant to be there. But you know, anyway, we'll keep moving. Custom layups. This is more for park guys. I'm not really a park guy at all, but you'd be able to take different, you know, normal layup animations, put them with reverse layup. So you might really like the Trae Young layup, but you might like the Ben Simmons reverse layup. So be able to pick what you want, pick and, like, you know, mix and match, which I think that's okay if they do it right. Body up collisions. This here, I think, will depend on how they implement it. Is there going to be those canned animations still? They say no, but is that the way it's still going to be? I don't know. I'm just going to try and move through this quicker, because new rebounding timing, I think that's silly. Remember, Biggs will feel okay. Biggs will feel increased physicality when roaming in the paint. Fine. Green release, like this. I don't want people to think that this means if you green the button every time, you're going to get every rebound, because you might green it but I mean, you might hit it at the right time, but somebody's got a better spot or better position. So hopefully they don't muck this up. I mean, I think this is unnecessary, but you know, it's not that big a deal, to be honest. I don't really care. I think I heard somebody calling it me bounds, like, you know, after Angel Reese, it's like, what are you going to call it if we, oh, it was Ronnie 2K. Yes, what are we going to do if we, what are we going to call green rebounds? And someone's like, yeah, we're going to call them me bounds. But anyway, quick protect, that's going to be something where you can basically put the defender in jail, get them once you get them, if they get behind you, you can basically hold them there, like Luka, players like that do. Quick protect also is like if they go to swipe at the ball, you can protect the ball, which is fine. It depends on how this is implemented. Once again, the whole thing. No dip, catch and shoots. Basically, hold left trigger. The pass comes to you, you're going to catch it and just be able to shoot it straight away. Revamp signature size ups. I mean, that's going to be, I didn't really use signature size ups this year, so it depends how this is going to work. That looks a bit silly, to be honest. You just going boom, 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 boom. But anyway, slow motion Euro steps. I don't know how that's going to work. Wrap passes, once again, if that makes it better, then great. If people just barely use it, then what's the point? Alley-oops, I'm not a big fan of this, where it's going to be any of the buttons on your right hand side of your controller, so X, A or B, or Y if you're on Xbox, or you know, trying PlayStation, the alternative. You might, one alley might get a triangle or a Y. Next alley might be B you got to hit, so it'll be a little bit more difficult, I think, for the start, but we'll get used to it. There's stuff about setting screens where you can change your positioning a little bit more. Drive and kick intelligence, help defense intelligence. I mean, help defense has always been terrible for 2K, especially in my team. Your weak side defender comes across all the time, still does. So I don't know how that's going to affect it. But it says here, as the ball gets closer to the basket, defender will now be affected by the gravity of the ball and adjust their position to help recreate collapsing NBA defenses to protect the paint and then recover back out to shooters. That's the problem at the moment, is I might have somebody defended really well and my weak side defense will suck in, which is just not great. But anyway, I'm not going to go into any more of this. I think, you know, this is just what I've learned 2K. There's new intermediate tutorial bridges, the gap between existing tutorials and drills that cover beginning fundamentals and advanced techniques. Yeah, I mean, you can go and read this if you want. It's just on NBA2K26 courtside report gameplay, you'll find it. But we're here, we're going to look here at Mike Wang's tweets. Now this video also, if you made it this far, thank you. Please hit the like button and subscribe. We're going to go through Mike Wang's Twitter here a little bit. He has been answering a ton of questions. So I don't know how far this goes back. Like, it can only be like not that far. That's 17 hours ago. Maybe that's all. Yeah. So, oh no, here. Is there more? Yes. Okay, there's a lot. Wait, October 19th, 2024. That's not what we need. October 23rd. I'm just trying to get to the right spot. All right, we're here. So Mike Wang's been answering questions, putting them on the Twitter. I believe they've been over in Discord, but they're putting these little graphics up. So somebody said, will there still be RNG in shooting? Mike Wang says, no, there'll be no RNG in shooting. There's always been some element of RNG in every past version of NBA 2K, including 2K24. NBA 2K26 will be the first version to feature a completely pure green window. On pro or lower difficulties, you can still make whites, but otherwise it's green or miss. I'm not a really good shooter, so I don't know how this is gonna affect me, but if everybody's on the same playing field, then I'm okay with it. Next question, are there instant greens in NBA 2K26? Mike Wang says, yeah, this year we've made the jump shot sellies and shot feedback dynamic based on the quality of the shot. It factors in the shooter's rating, defensive coverage, and shot timing, or tempos for rhythm shooting. So if you have an excellent release on a wide open shot with a good shooter, you'll get an instant green. So you should be able to see straight away that you hit the green, you're good to go. Are there different shot meter options? All the shot meter options for 2K24 and 2K25 are available to choose from this year. including the new default meter you saw in the courtside report video. Now, I haven't looked at that. I mean, I have looked at it, but I haven't put it in this video. I like that jump shot. It goes from the bottom, like a thin bottom, all the way up to the top, and that's where your green meter is. That's what I like. I like that. All right. Are there any changes to the contest system? This is the big part that I think is worth really talking about. There have been a number of changes to the contest system logic. We've rebalanced the effectiveness of hands up. Thank you. If, like I said, take this with a grain of salt, because you never know really what 2K how it's going to be implemented, because right now at the moment, if you are 5 inches or whatever it is, 4 inches, 5 inches shorter, and you have hands up in the person's face, doesn't matter who it is, if they've got 5 inches taller than over you, you get no contest. Now, I don't care who it is, you're an NBA player, I don't care how tall you are versus the next person. If you're right up in their grill and you have your hands up, you're gonna get some kind of a shot contest, even if it's weak. It's not going to be no shot contest, like, oh, well, nobody's there, it was wide open. Obviously there's somebody there. So that should be fixed, hopefully. We've rebalanced the effective hands up, no jump contests, and jump contests to better reflect how shots are impacted in real life. We're also showing coverage percentages in full shot feedback again. Okay, that's good as long as it's implemented right. Like everything else, that's really good. I hope that's what they do. Are there any changes to how adrenaline bars work? Mike Wang says, why is there multiple? Oh, don't worry. Mike Wang says adrenaline will function very close to what you're used to from NBA2K25, but there have been some minor tweaks. For example, if you spam too many escape moves in a short amount of time, it will drain a bar. So early on, when 2K25 first came out, I thought maybe, yeah, this was okay, but then they kind of dialed it down, I think, and it kind of is not really noticeable. Nobody really cares about it that I've seen. Is there still a high-low risk reward setting? No, every shot is its own shot. So he says no shot and layup timing risk reward settings have been removed. Everyone will play on the same playing field in 2K26. How do height attributes restrictions work for the custom layups? Height and rating restrictions are similar to 2K25 for the new custom layup package. So if you qualify for specific players layup package in 2K25, you'd qualify for all of that player's individual normal, reverse, quick scoop, floater, euro, hop step, spin packages in 2K26. Makes sense. If you qualify for Luka's moves, then it shouldn't matter if it's his scoop or his floater. You should qualify for it. This one here, can you use a quick protect even without a defender reaching on you? Does it use adrenaline? He says you can use quick protect at any time, even if no one's around, and it does not consume adrenaline. Sweet, easy. That doesn't really need to be talked about. Now these ones here were just a few answers to some questions. Somebody said, Keith DH said, the question that needs to be answered was so frustrating the whole year of 2K25, the offense getting the loose ball all the time. Mike Wang said, ball handlers will be stunned for a moment when they get the ball poked away from them, and bigs will play a slight stumble if they're heavily contested or blocked under the rim to give the defense an edge in recovering the 50-50 balls. Now, this might be more of a park thing or a rec thing. I haven't really noticed that much in my team. Somebody said, will the green window and dunk meters move dynamically based on the contest the same way layups do, or will it be the same as 2K24 where your green window was the same size from the start of the dunk meter to the end? The dunk meter green window will adjust dynamically like layups. I don't have a problem with that. If I'm about to dunk it and I'm open, my green window should be big. But if somebody comes across and contests and gets into like my area, it should get smaller because the dunk is becoming harder. It's being contested. I like that. That's how it should be. Few more, not many. Are there any changes made to address L2 dexing? Now, I don't know what this is. I don't have any idea what this is. But Mike Wang says, we've made an effort to reduce the unrealistic motion cuts or motion/cuts that can result from dexing. Attempting to use dexing to cut back and forth repeatedly will consume adrenaline. Yeah, so I don't know what this is. Somebody please explain to me in the comment section down below. Can you do a quick catch and shoot, or does it have to... does it have attribute or badge requirements? No, anybody can perform catch and shoot. I don't know about that. Not many players, I mean, not everybody can do just quick catch and shoots comfortably. I'm sure everybody can do it, but a lot of people, to get their shot off, they do dip. I mean, it's a game, so I don't really mind. Are there any changes to dunking? Yes, holding turbo and the pro stick down is how you meet a dunk in NBA 2K26. This will also encourage more flashy dunks, but you can also get flashy dunks on the shot button if you're wide open with no trailing threats. The meter dunk logic has changed a lot, and you'll notice a much bigger green window on open dunks, both driving and standing. Okay, that's all right. I need a couple more, I think. How does rhythm shooting and button shooting compare? Mike Wang says the goal was to make both rhythm and button shooting a viable option, with neither having an advantage over the other. But they are very different mechanics, so it's not really possible to directly compare them. Some will be much better with the button and some will be much better with the stick. Rhythm shooting is definitely more rewarding in my opinion though. So I am a much better stick button shooter than I am a rhythm shooter. So I don't know how that's going to affect me in coming forward, but I tried shooting around with the stick. I'm going to continue trying for a little bit, because if this is going to be better or easier or like the better way to do it, I should try and take that into the next one, even though it'll be a little bit different. I think we're at the last one. Can you explain how the rhythm shooting works? Can I still green a shot with early or late timing? So this is a bit of a long one. Mike says, rhythm shooting is basically all about mastering your shot's unique tempo. There's still an ideal timing point for when you push the pro stick, but you don't have to green the timing to make the shot. However, the better you time the release, the more wiggle room you have to match the tempo. The timing of the right stick movement and the speed of the stick throw will also affect how the animation plays out. So if you start the push early or throw the stick fast, you'll see the shooter rush the animation. If you delay your push, and you'll see the player hold the set point and hang a bit before starting the shooting motion. And if you throw the stick too early, you'll see a lazier looking follow through. It's great if you need to intentionally rush your shot to beat the closeout or low shot clock, but your green tempo window will be much smaller. So like I was saying earlier, if you do it really good timing, really good tempo, really good everything, the green window will be the size that it should be. Now if you do it really slow, obviously your green window will be smaller because you're not shooting your normal jump shot. You'll have less chance to make it. If you're really quick, you won't get the same size green window. Your green window will be smaller. So just keep that in mind when you're moving forward into 2K26. But anyway, this has been a long video, so I apologize to you guys for rambling on too much, but we'll keep a track of this, and if Mike Wang comes out with anything crazy, we will try and do a video on it. But like I said, I'm never the first one or the second even or the 50th to get to this, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and sitting here talking with me. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys are sort of excited for 2K26 or if you're just like meh, more of the same. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.